These organisations have paid up to €250,000 to have not just a stand in here, but political influence. And it seems the only way that you can make your voice heard when you haven't got €250,000 is to do something like this. Take direct action. Money will not silence the people, and we will be heard.
So we just got to an action organised by a group called Attack outside a big French bank called BNP Paribas, and the activists from Attack have completely closed it off. They rolled out a banner here saying tax evasion zone, and it's in the middle of the day and this bank should be open, but they managed to close it. Why is it so important for you to end tax evasion and tax havens?
Well, it's very, very clear, especially here at the COP21. The entire world is looking at us, and we say that the energy transition that we need here in France, all over the world, exists. Everybody's saying, all the states are saying we don't have that money. That money exists. It's in the tax havens. It's as simple as that.
Donc là, c'est pour lutter contre l'évasion fiscale. Donc aujourd'hui, on s'est réunis devant la BNP Paribas, qui est une des banques françaises qui a beaucoup de filiales dans les paradis fiscaux, dont les îles Caïmans. Donc c'est pour ça qu'on a des petits caïmans. On avait une action de désobéissance d'emprunter des chaises. Et le slogan, c'est en fait, vous rendez l'argent qui est caché dans les paradis fiscaux, et nous, on vous rend les chaises.
Une chaise qui vient d'être prise à la Bastille. Le peuple récupère ses biens, ce qui est à lui.
Alors, c'est une chaise, pardon, c'est 196 chaises qui correspondent au nombre de pays participants à la COP.
What do you think about this action outside the bank that you represent?
Les implantations de BNP Paribas ne répondent pas à une logique fiscale, mais une logique économique. Donc nous ne sommes pas présents dans les pays identifiés par l'OCDE comme paradis fiscaux. Par exemple, les îles Caïmans ne sont pas identifiés par l'OCDE comme un paradis fiscal.
So we're in the financial area of Paris, and we're going to join a lobby tour with a group called Corporate Europe Observatory.
So around La Défense, this is like the financial headquarters of Paris. You've got loads of these seats of power, loads of these buildings. Like here we have Engie, over here we have Areva, over here behind us we have EDF. These buildings are actually really powerful seats of power who have a huge influence over our climate policies. So Total is a French oil and gas company, one of the biggest out there, one of the big oil and gas majors in Europe. Of course, it's also involved in greenwashing, it's also involved in trashing local communities. So in Brussels alone, it spends more than €2 million every single year on lobbying the EU, so lobbying Brussels, and it's actually incredibly effective in its lobbying. EDF.
I've lost a lot of friends trying to migrate through the Mediterranean Sea. They are not living because they want to leave. They are living because their way of livelihood has been compromised because of climate change. You understand? We have year in, year out, drought and flood. And our governments don't have that money to deal with it. We are from developing countries. And the developed countries need to understand this and take full responsibilities of what is happening.
But there's a question now, what do we do about it? What do you do when you know this is going on and we know they're capturing policy? If laws are no good and they're not in our interest, maybe we shouldn't follow them. So let's get engaged in a bit of civil disobedience and try and take things further, because actually the climate emergency, this crisis, it's not about climate, it's about the economy. And so we need to take action and take this step further. So I call on all of you to please join us at the Grand Palais tomorrow from 12 o'clock. We want a mass act of civil disobedience within the Grand Palais.
So we're nearly at the Grand Palais now, where Solutions 21, the big COP21 fair for the solutions of the future, is opening. So why are you going to do an action here?
Because what they've got inside is actually nothing to do with the future we want. It's to do with the future still controlled by big business, where their main motivation is making money. They haven't actually got the climate. The climate's not their main priority. So we're coming in here to say, you're not part of the solution, we're the solution. And we're going to shut down your false solutions.
There's a lot of security and police around. Do you think you'll get in?
I hope so. I mean, there is actually a police station in the Grand Palais.
Isn't it a good thing that fossil fuel companies are trying to come up with solutions to be more sustainable?
As much as they'd like you to believe there's such a thing as clean coal, low carbon fossil fuels, it doesn't exist. You know, it's pie in the sky, fairy tale stuff, but it's convenient for business to say so because it allows them to keep on digging up fossil fuels and burning them. We have to have the fossil fuel industry implode if we want to avoid a climate catastrophe.
So we're at the press entrance and we're going to see if we can get in. If there are going to be any issues, if they're on to what they're going to do or not. Let's see. We're inside the Solutions COP21. Pasco and a lot of the activists are in, but many did not get in. Right now, they're figuring out to have enough people to do what they had planned to do. There's a lot of security around, lots and lots and lots of guys with walkie-talkies and cell phones. So they're on to this action. It's been publicly announced. So let's see what goes down.
Toxic tours in English. Starting it. Toxic tours in English. Everyone here for the toxic tour. We have a number of folks from frontline communities who have been battling with some of the companies that are sponsoring the COP21 and sponsoring the Solutions 21 with their pavilions, who are going to be giving a tour of their communities and what they're fighting. And up first we have Engie, which is actually one of France's largest coal companies that's been lobbying heavily against emission standards in France. In 2014 alone, they spent 2.5 million euros lobbying against emission standards. And here they've paid to enter the COP21 Solutions 21 conference to pay for access to negotiators and influence the COP process and greenwash their image.
So the lobby tours organized by the climate activists have just kicked off. There are 3 of them going on at the moment. And
we're doing a toxic tour.
Loads and loads of people, I think just random people joining the fair, joining these tours now. So it's working exactly as they had wanted and planned to, and so far security is leaving them alone.
On resserre les gars. Les gars, on va resserrer. On maintient tout le monde dans l'allée. On resserre par là. Donc, vous avez compris qu'il y a des gens qui sont là.
Now they're increasing their tactics of kettling us in.
So we're kettled. Security has sent us. They formed a line.
These organisations have paid up to 250,000 euros to have not just a stand in here, but political influence. They buy high-level events, cocktail parties, and a huge amount of PR by being here. So we're coming here to say, actually, Engie, you're not part of the solution. And it seems the only way that you can make your voice heard when you haven't got 250,000 euros is to do something like this. Take direct action, make a noise, and actually make our voices heard. Money will not silence the people, and we will be heard. The police are clearly working for the likes of Engie. We do not agree with this.
Look at me.
What's your name?
I don't know why these people are taking me away. I'm literally just attending to them.
Tu aimes le greenwashing, tape dans tes mains.
Si tu aimes le greenwashing, tape dans tes mains.
Si tu aimes le greenwashing, si tu aimes le greenwashing, si tu aimes le greenwashing, tape dans tes mains.
So they're lifting more people out from the lobby tour now. Now they're kettling them in. They're like building walls around the lobby tour to prevent them from doing anything. And even I'm being pulled away. Great.
C'est bon, alors vous pouvez marcher ou pas?
J'imagine, mais c'est dommage quoi.
Allez-y. Oh là, hé!
Je crois qu'il faut aller là-bas.
They're taking everyone out, even members of the press, even just onlookers. They're being quite violent.
Multinational corporations are part of the reason we are facing cataclysmic climate change. Engie is a dirty multinational corporation.
The reason these people here were angry is because the company you represent, Engie, is burning coal in various places around the world and still coming here to present a small part of your business, which is solutions for the future, which are not really yet implemented. Is this a commitment for you to actually transition your company to transition to renewables, or will you keep extracting or burning fossil fuels?
We speak of energy transition, and the word transition is important. That means that the transition will be progressive. We cannot have a system like the old one, very centralized system for energy, and very briefly pass to a new one, very decentralized.
So your company would actually try to transition completely to renewables?
Yeah, and the future for sure will be decarbonized energy, maybe nuclear.
How much of your company is renewable and how much is still fossil fuel?
Today it's around 20% with on new projects. It represents half our new projects, half projects are renewables.
Justice climatique! Justice climatique! Justice climatique! Justice climatique! Justice climatique! Justice climatique!
So the activists have closed the entrance now to the Solutions COP21 at the Grand Palais, and they are doing so by rolling out a banner that says False Solutions COP21. So people are being kettled in again, this time by riot police.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe, monsieur? Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Décrivez ce que vous faites, monsieur.
They treat us like terrorists. When a man was up on a light, we shouted, sans haine, sans armes, sans violence, without hatred, without guns, without violence.
C'est partir les manifestants qui sont au Grand Palais.